Hey guys, it's Rena. Welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do the perfect palette tag. I'm kind of on a filming roll again today. I'm just trying to get enough content out for when I'm gone on vacation, and I want to have stuff, constantly being put out for you guys. So, today I wanted to do the perfect palette tag, which is something I've always wanted to do, but never really had an outlet to do it on, since I kind of stopped doing my Tumblr blog a while ago, and I hadn't done YouTube yet, so I've really been wanting to do this because palettes are like my favorite thing, and now that I actually have a channel, I really want to get into it and just tell you guys my favorite palettes. So, I have all the questions written down on my phone, so if I'm looking this way, that's why. I'm just looking down at the questions, and I have all my palettes over here. So, the first question is best packaging, and I am actually going to give it to the Alice in Wonderland Through the Looking Glass palette. I know a lot of people didn't like this packaging because it is quite bulky. You can see how thick it is, but I'm a big Alice in Wonderland fan, and it was basically a must-have for me. So this is great. I think it's so cute. I love the detailing. It has, a quote down here that says, "I know who I was when I got up this morning, but I must have changed several times since then." And, I mean, that's very characteristic of Alice in Wonderland. I love it. You open it up at the top, and you have a mirror that says, "We're all mad here," with clocks around the outside. And then right here, it says, "I'm not strange, weird, off, nor crazy. My reality is just different from yours." It says it right here. And then when you open it up at the top, and this is going to be really hard to do, like one-handed. This is really difficult to do alone. There you go. You have a cute butterfly that's wings flap, or whose wings flap, excuse me, when you pull the little doors. So yeah, this basically really awesome packaging for me. It's not necessarily the most functional, but to me, when I hear best packaging, I think of who went all out, not necessarily what's the best functional packaging. But I guess everybody interprets that question differently. So then you have the colors, and I just think it looks really cool. I know a lot of people were upset that it looked like it was 3D and metal, but it's really just flat, if you can see that. I personally love it. I think it embodies Alice in Wonderland perfectly, and I think it wins best packaging for me, so yay. Next question is best color payoff, and I have to give it to the Urban Decay Electric palette. This is one of my all-time favorite palettes. I think if I could only choose like one palette to keep for my collection, it would probably be the Electric palette. So if we go ahead and open it up, you just have these gorgeous 10 colors. You can see how loved and beat up this palette is. I use it so often. But it really does have the best color payoff to me. This purple is stunning. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys. Gorgeous. Just absolutely stunning. Swatch on the back of my hand right there. Very beautiful purple. They're just really pigmented and gorgeous. So I am a big fan of the Electric palette. I think it really lives up to its name, and it is pretty electrifying. The next question is the most versatile, and I have to say that that goes to Kat Von D Mi Vida Loca Remix. This was last year's holiday palette, and it pulls out like this. The packaging is pretty inconvenient, but I will say that color-wise, I think it's the most versatile. So you get a whole color wheel of various colors going from purples to pinks, oranges, yellows, greens, blues, and then, back. And in the center, this is what really makes it the most versatile. It has those gorgeous neutrals. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7 neutral colors in the center here, and they really pair well with the colors on the outside. So you get a lot of variety of color eyeshadow looks you can make, but you also have those great neutrals that'll make this, a good staple palette. So I think it's well balanced. I definitely think it's the most versatile. It's not necessarily the most functional, but I think it's the most versatile. I think it fits the bill. Next question is best for traveling, and I gave that to the Lunatic Cosmetic Contour Palette. I guess I'll be finding this out because I'm going to be taking it with me traveling. But I looked at it in terms of product inside. If you absolutely could only take one item with you traveling, this would fit the bill. The powders can be used not only for the face, but also for eyes. They can be used as eyeshadow. So if you take a look at it, you get some browns, you have some peaches, the peach colors, and you get these grays, which can easily be used as eyeshadow, as well as using these as contours or these as contours, bronzers, blushes, some highlighters. You really get good options out of this one, and that's why I think it's good for traveling, because it can be a really compact, easy, one-and-done type of palette. Okay, next is Biggest Regret, and I actually don't have it with me because I sold it. It's the Viseart or Viseart Bright, or Editorial Brights. It was one of the 12 pans that's like this big, and it has just all the neon matte colors. And honestly, I just didn't like it. The texture was so dry, and I know that a lot of bright shades can be dry. But when I have my electric palette and all my sugar pill palettes, I really didn't need it, and it was just taking up space and I wasn't using it. So it was really pointless to own something that I wasn't 100% happy with. So I ended up selling it on Makeup Exchange because my return window had gone by at Sephora, because I just honestly, like, I kept thinking, well, maybe one day I'll use it. But I feel a lot better not having it in my life anymore, because it was just kind of like, wow, I spent $80 on that. I can't believe it. It was Christmas money, so I felt a little bit better about it, but still. Okay, so best color names, I gave that one to the Graveyard Girl Swamp Queen palette. The names in this one, I guess, are only really cute and clever if you really like Bunny or Graveyard Girl, but I think they're adorable, personally. You know, you have something like the Does This Thing Really Work blush. I think it's hilarious. Gator Wings. I like that she named a shade after her significant other, Dogman. Sassy Bun, Sippy Sippy, Big Baby, Man Cat. I just think that they're really cute and personal, and if you like Bunny, then this is a really adorable palette, and it's kind of kitschy, but I like kitschy stuff. So, I mean, I'm wearing a Daily Prophet dress. How much more kitschy can you get than that? But yeah, so that's best names for me. That was a tough one, though. The Sugar Pill Edward Scissorhands palette almost got it from me, because like I love Edward Scissorhands, but okay, least used is the Urban Decay Naked 2 palette. This guy. I have hit pan on Blackout, but that's honestly the only shade I really used a lot. I used Pistol and Verve, these two, often, I guess, when I first got the palette, but you can tell that some of these shades are just like completely untouched. Like Busted was barely used. Half Baked, I don't think I touched at all right here because it was in the first Naked palette. I don't understand why they put it in this one. That was just dumb. I thought I would use this more, but alas, I did not. Okay, so let's see. Most used, I gave that one to Electric palette. I just use this so much. It was between this and the Naked original palette because I do use that a lot too, but I think I reach for this a little bit more. It's more my style, so I just used it a lot. I love bright colors, even though it doesn't seem like it today because I'm wearing like totally bronze eyeshadows, but whatever. Most loved, or yeah, just most loved is the original Alice in Wonderland Book of Shadows. It just has such a sentimental place in my heart. It's totally beat up, but it was the first palette I ever bought for myself. It was released on my birthday. I had to buy it. I love Alice in Wonderland. And it was really my first, like, I have to shake it to open it because my little pull thing broke. But it's honestly one of the ones that I've used the most. It's really hard to open now. But there you go. You can see how much I've used it. It was like my first major palette. It's pretty much used to death, but I love it so much. I almost used up an entire one of the pencils that was in here. It's just my favorite. I mean, look at the little pop-up. I mean, I love Alice in Wonderland. How could you get any better? You can't get any better than that if you love Alice in Wonderland. You just can't. So, and then Desert Island is kind of a silly thing. I know, 3 times on this list, I know, but Electric palette. I figured, you know, most people are going to pick, like, something neutral for Desert Island, but I want to go all out. Like, I'm going to pick the Electric palette for Desert Island palette. If I'm going to be on a desert island, I don't care who sees me. I mean, first of all, I don't care who sees me wearing this when I go out in public anyway, but I really don't care who sees me on a desert island, and I'm going to have fun if I'm going to be miserable on a desert island. Like, I want to have fun, so I'm definitely going to be using the Electric palette, and yeah, that's just... Electric palette is perfect for it. It's totally tropical shades that you can use. You'll blend in, you know? So that was the perfect palette tag. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know I have a lot of Urban Decay, but they are primarily the brand that I use the most. But yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed watching it. I love watching perfect palette tags. So thank you guys for watching, and I will talk to you guys soon.